As always, each and every week at this time, it's news by the numbers. There's no talking points, no talking heads, no smoking guns. It's just the raw numbers. And tonight's number is 165,000. And here is why. As you know, the April job numbers have come out, and we have created over 165,000 jobs in April. Way to go, America. And the unemployment rate is now down to 7.5%. The economy has added, like I said, these jobs, and beyond that point, there were revisions, and I think that's the most important part about this, is that the report included positive revisions in the previous months. February's job numbers were revised from 286,000 to 332,000, while March numbers were revised from 88,000 to 138,000. Meaning, and there is a possibility, and I think I would say that you would see the April job numbers also be revised to have a huge uptick, which means that our economy is starting to turn the corner. Now, don't get me wrong, we're not out of the woods. There's still a lot of, work that has to be done to make sure that our economy is strong and robust and moving in the right direction. But I think what we do know is that we're at least on the upward trajectory, and I think that's something to smile about. When the president took office about 6 years ago now, 5 years ago, we were almost at 10% unemployment rate, millions of people losing their jobs. We were shedding blood. We now seem to be making a very, very, very steady recovery. 38 consecutive months of job growth, America. That's a big deal. 38 consecutive months of us creating jobs in this country. Now, one thing to note about this particular jobs report that is very, very interesting is that where you see the downsloping trend, or for those who aren't as statisticky as me, or a math geek or nerd, that means, we saw a downtick over time in the creation of government jobs, meaning that because of Republican governors all across the country who are shedding jobs and cutting government spending, more and more Americans are not able to depend upon their government job or government services. And thus, the unemployment rate could have been a lot lower, maybe at 7% or 6%, if we didn't have Republican governors in office that were slashing budgets and creating tax cuts for millionaires and billionaires. Just something to note for the record. Just noting it for the record. That is all. And that's your news by the numbers, folks.